Chapter 18, Banishment. In an attempt to fool Scott, Yugi orders a retreat and plans a secret invasion into the capital. Acting alone, Yugi manages to get inside and rescue Mokuba. Meanwhile, Kaiba charges Sigvarth. However, while making his escape from the city, Yugi is attacked by Scott. Red 2 standing by, all four lit and in the green. Welcome back to YuGiOh the Falsebound Kingdom, and we have to take in three specific marshals. Weevil's taking a break, Bones is coming back. Kaiba had to obelisk his way out of the last fight. That was pretty brutal, but the Blue Eyes are building up their strength very nicely. Rex's team, on the other hand, is there. And Pegasus is doing alright. Labyrinth Ruler is continuing to do very well. Hinotama came into play really nicely. And Shadow Ghoul is really crap. It's really not doing that well. Labyrinth Tank can probably drop that. We'll drop that for a Dian Keto the Cure Master. Probably get another Black Pendant so it can hit a bit harder. And Water Girl is doing alright because Hinotama has proved fairly useful. Still nothing special there. Weevil's monsters haven't really got anything special, all told. Pegasus' team is still pretty much the same. Rex's team is still pretty much the same. Blue Eyes don't have any special... Oh, they've actually got extra AP. Phew, that's something. So, we are finally ready to rescue Mokuba. His team might be fairly handy for once. So, we'll see what happens when we finally revive him. We finally got rid of Martha's body. We don't get any more marshals, so this is it. Let's get going and save Yugi. Not that Kaiba wants to. Well, he sort of wants to because he has to get Mokuba back. Maybe we'll wind up just throwing Yugi back after we wind up rescuing Mokuba, who knows?
Yugi appears to be hiding out in Vestora Gate Castle. Scott hasn't found him yet, but he's searching the entire castle. It's only a matter of time before he does. We must take control of Vestora Gate Castle right away and protect Yugi.
Alright, so it actually makes kind of a difficult situation for Kaiba. He wants to protect Mokuba, but I probably think he'd get away with ditching Yugi if he could. So what do we got coming in at us? A couple of teams up here, which are Machines, Marvelous and Wing Eagle. So let's get some defenses ready thanks to Rex. We'll have Pegasus meet the other team. And we'll send Ishizu south of our starting location because we have some monsters to find out here. Now, our base at Vestora Gate. Machine team. Probably going to need Bones for that one. Let's send Bones down to the south here. Enemies are closing in quickly on our base. Do we have the anti-air guns up? Good, that'll be ready to go. Now, do they have... They have polymerization, but they do not have healers. So that's something. It all depends on how fast Rex's team goes. Just wait for the guns to fire and then we can switch out to a barricade and take them down. Good, we did find the roaming monsters at long last. This is the last, let's call them regular team of monsters we will encounter in Kaiba's story. From now, it's pretty much a straight shot to the final battle. So, obviously these don't have any healers, but we are meeting Kriel, Zoa, and Castle of Dark Illusions all at level 99. Knight Adept and Status Guard, fairly handy. Level 2 Magic, not to be sneezed at. Also level 2 Magic. Dark Laser Blast damages all enemies. Dark Vanishing Mist blinds the enemy, which is completely useless on account of the fact that our attacks are going to hit. Let's just add a little extra power. And finally we'll get to see Dunama's Dark Witch's special attack. Let's make sure... Oh, she's got Status Guard too! Nice. So, here we go. And it...
So I missed.
Well done! I didn't realise that could miss. Jeez Louise. Well, that missed. Alright, so... The major problem with Justice Flash has been demonstrated there. If... guys... Wow, this is like Stormtrooper school. Well, Zoa can't do that much to us, so I'll basically just drop a regular attack on Kriel. But yeah, the main problem is that once you find the silver bow and arrow, Justice Flash is actually useless. That said, we'll still give it a try anyway. Or at the very least, it's less effective on account of the fact we're dealing critical hits with each regular attack. So, I mean, then again, it does do damage to all enemies, but it doesn't do heavy damage or anything like that. It just does regular damage. So it probably is worth just dealing the criticals. So we're going to get to meet these monsters later on, and another one we can actually wind up using at some point. It's the first damage our team took. And there we go. Blown off the map, so we'll meet 4 new monsters actually in this chapter. And there's still that long journey through level 59. I don't know why it does that. We have Zoa, Kriel, and Castle of Dark Illusions. Now we'll have... We are very short on time, it seems. This is really quick. Alright, guns are firing. Parrot Dragon. I can probably send Bones into Vestora Gate after this and win the fight, because that's basically a kill switch. But yeah, this one is very quick. They've waited. Heatwave, standard attack. Going to have to knock out Wing Eagle. But this is kind of the big problem with escort missions and rescue missions. You can bring the strongest gamers to their knees, mentioning those 2 dreaded words, escort mission. The horrors involved in escort missions. They are just unbelievable. All of a sudden, the enemy AI rockets up about 10 notches. It is incredibly competent. It is incredibly accurate, especially in first-person shooters. It becomes immensely dangerous. It knows where you are at all times. They can find you, they can see you, they will kill you, and you generally won't have any idea where they're coming from. they will execute absolutely perfect play, and you're sitting there wondering what the hell is happening, why the person you have to escort has suddenly had their head explode again. And to make matters worse, the person you are escorting is generally the dumbest thing on the face of the whole damn planet. Whenever you wind up having to escort someone, it is a given. Well, almost completely a given that they will be a goddamn moron. You wind up getting stuck with people who have the intelligence of a garden slug on rhino tranquilizer. The enemy AI is basically genius level. It's like the two extremes of Mario Party wind up facing off. Where is Bones? Head for the castle right now. Kaiba can leave for Dormaneth Town. Excellent. We should be alright now. Ideally, anyway. I think the timer slows down after this. But yeah, Bones is going to cut through this team. But yeah, escort missions, basically you've got... Okay, this AI has... Why are they faster? It's like, we all know from Mario Party that AI in video games generally has two settings. IQ of -8 and cheat as much as possible. It's a similar deal with Mario Kart in all fairness. You will frequently wind up having both of them in an escort mission, but it's the AI that gets to cheat as much as possible and the character you're trying to protect that has the IQ of -8. It's so infuriating. There'll generally be some sort of restrictions. They'll wind up moving at a snail's pace. And they'll complain if you leave them behind because you can actually move at normal human walking speed. It's just so... that's bothersome. Yeah, it is just so utterly bothersome having to basically adjust the entire way you play to deal with a gigantic piece of luggage that usually can't fight back, can't or won't do anything to defend itself, and is just a right royal pain in the ass. That's probably the worst thing about it. Well, maybe not necessarily the worst thing about it. The worst thing about it would be the ones in first-person shooters. Because you can bet those AI for escort missions will have an amazing, almost psychic tendency to wander right into your line of fire just as you're about to wind up capping the last enemy in the area so that you can finally proceed after half an hour or more of sheer torture. And then you have to go and do the whole damn thing over again because the AI doesn't have basic pathfinding skills. What a bloody nightmare. It is an absolute rarity when the AI can actually be competent in an escort mission. And if the developers actually do drop the ball and make the AI you're escorting actually competent, it's a cause for celebration as far as I'm concerned. And let's not forget all the other artificial elements like all those time restrictions you can have. Do you have to get this person to a certain location at a certain time? Like this rescue mission, do we have to get Yugi out in incredibly quick time? This mission, the timer is chewed away very quickly when you actually have to go and find monsters. It's probably best to just go to Vestora Gate quickly, after which I think the timer slows down. which is a real relief. But it's just a pain in the ass because you've got yet another artificial imposition on your skill on the way you actually approach the level. If you actually get an AI that can defend itself, it's fairly good. If you actually have ways to circumvent the inevitable waves of enemies, another miss. If you can get around those, if you actually know where the enemies are, they'll be fine. It's always a pain in the ass when you have to do protection missions in Fire Emblem, for example. Because quite often, you'll wind up getting asshole reinforcements. The ones that spawn at the start of the enemy's turn and get to move. Quite often spawning in the most inconvenient positions imaginable, so they can simply wander through and wind up wrecking your formation, and they will always manage to spawn. Ah, there we go.
Yugi! Mokuba! Are you alright? Yes, thanks to you. This is no time for gratitude. I'm going after Scott to take him out for good. Alright, it's up to you to defeat him now.
Alright. Pegasus has taken care of this one, and I'll send the rest of the team out. I'll also get to Ishizu's preferred location. We will make short work of this. We've got the worst part out of the way. I hope the timer does slow down a bit. Because if it doesn't, that's going to be a real pain in the backside. I'll leave Rex at home because Rex isn't very strong. Ooh. And this one. Might as well just pick one of them. They're the same. These teams are a nuisance. Whoa, Bikuri Box. Do they actually have their special attack? Have they just all decided not to use it? Yeah. Yeah, that's weird. That's really weird. You'd think at least they'd want to do a lot of damage, but... oh well. Got through that fairly easily. And let's get going on dealing with our enemies. Do we have guns to run into? Good experience out of that team, though. Very good experience indeed. Alright, so what are our plans? Kaiba's going... Captain... We will have guns to deal with. Right. Start crisscrossing things. Rex might actually be able to deal with those dweebs if I give him some healing. Oh, the timer is really short. We don't have enough time to do everything I want to. So I'm not going to worry about checking for items. That timer is dropping really quickly. I might have screwed this up. This is... oh, They've got anti-air cannons. This is... oh, this has suddenly gone really bad. I need to have Bones march in. This has gone really terribly. I might actually have to introduce all those monsters next mission. I've got to concentrate on getting the right solution to actually win this. assuming I'm actually allowed to do something. This has turned into panic mode. I didn't realize the timer would keep dropping like that. This sucks. Okay, now let me see. Okay, so I still should be trying to take out Illusionist Faceless Mage. Which I can't do very easily because Rex's team isn't very strong. This has really, really gone wrong, and this is why I hate those missions that just artificially crank up the timer and just make it disappear, because all of a sudden you now have to do everything in accordance with what the timer dictates. You can't play the mission. You don't get to play the mission as you normally would. And it's actually really, really thrown everything off. Just got to keep pouring fire on Illusionist Faceless Mage because my team is so goddamn terrible. Megazella getting hit with Final Flame wasn't the ideal situation. I'm still going to need like 2 more attacks to knock it out. Why is Rex's team so crap? Alright, maybe 1 more attack. And there's the mandatory germ infection. At least these monsters have the appropriate level of magic. And they're wasting time on germ infection again. Come on, give me the next attack. There is a lot of desperation creeping into my voice, as you might be able to tell. Things have gone extremely badly wrong. Everything I said earlier about why I hate escort missions, why I hate rescue missions, is coming home to roost with a vengeance. This is going to suck so much. Depends on what they want to attack. I might be able to fuse. I might have to fuse. But then again, if they soak up the attacks on Two-Headed King Rex... Wow, this is the very definition of not going my way. Alright, fine. Attack that one. I can knock it out in a couple of strikes. Yeah, to be fair, I'd actually have to say that germ infection is much better than something like phosphorus poison, for example. I should probably heal that thing, in all fairness, just in case Sagi winds up attacking it. There we are. We'll top Thunder Dragon up because I need Thunder Dragon. I need Bones to get going as quickly as possible. That's guarded. 3-2. Alright, use your last attack. Which is dragged out. They're a bit more powerful than I thought they were going to be. But... oh well. Wow. We have just survived long enough to fuse if I need to. But I think we might be able to knock it out. We've somehow scraped through this fight by the skin of our teeth. What a disaster. And these attacks can't miss, at least. So I need to get Bones moving very quickly because the Shizu will just get cut apart by those guns. I think I have a Diane Keto on our team, though. Which would mean that if she gets there first, much better. Alright, more experience. More HP for Rex's team. Rex has done pretty well for himself, in all fairness. Boy, do I need people with faster movement speed. That timer is just slowly creeping away. And it's spooking me every second. Come on! I really should have a faster monster there. Alright, the Blue Eyes is out. The Blue Eyes is moving along, stuck behind a snake. Oh, come on. I can see it ticking away. I can see it ticking away. Now, Sigvarth's has anti-ground cannons. Bones, get moving for the love of God! Move faster! Move faster, snake person. I'm not messing around. Right. We might make it. We'll make it. Kyber, move here. I need Kyber to move there. Bones, thrash this guy quickly. Please thrash this guy quickly. No mucking around. We go for the quick kill, and why does Dragon Seeker get to move first? Come on. Me next. This has to go right. This absolutely has to go right. I don't think the timer really goes down very much in battles, but it has to go right. We just have to hit them, wipe them out as quickly as possible. It's really tense. I'm hating the fact that these attacks take so long to play out. Let's stun summon Skull for the time being. Make sure it doesn't get to do very much because I don't want interruptions. Might be able to keep him locked down now. It really doesn't like Armored Zombie. I'm going to have to heal Armored Zombie. I'll wait for the snake here, though. Oh, this will be the great escape if we pull it off. I really didn't think the timer was just going to keep dwindling like that. This is why I hate timed missions. As I've said, they force you to play a way you don't want to. The game is dictating the way you play. The game is dictating your actions. You don't have the freedom to move how you like, when you like, and to take the game on your own terms. You are dealing with an artificial set of constraints designed to make your experience miserable. And it's incredibly stressful working on a timer. That didn't help. That didn't help. That did not help one bit. Alright, try and knock out Creowell so it doesn't attack all of us. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to fit the profile. Good. Good. It's out of the picture. Dragon Zombie, you've got a chance to redeem yourself. Is it going good? It's hit. It's not dead. We'll just start attacking Summon Skull and we'll have the Snake Hair finish off Dragon Seeker. I would hate to come out of the battle only to find that I've run out of time. That would really suck. I would ideally have liked a Shizu to face this team, but she couldn't cross the battlefield fast enough. Oh, getting the monsters and doing this is a nightmare. I should have just had somebody take Vestora Gate as soon as possible. Oh. Yeah, I've always hated cheap, low timer tricks in games. Screws you over so much. And it's especially frustrating when they put those cheap timer tricks in bloody auto-scrollers. Ugh. I hate auto-scrollers. I hate artificial time constraints. I hate ice physics. There is so much I hate. There are so many mechanics just designed to make your experience miserable. So I'm going to take it out on Scott. You may have succeeded in fooling me, but you haven't won yet! Alright, let's do this. Alright, so... We're slower than Barrel Dragon, come on! Why do we have a bunch of geriatric dragons that get to move at retired tortoise pace? Okay, Cosmo Queen is the most powerful. I might as well just focus my fire on Cosmo Queen. Because I know I will be able to unleash the power of the Blue Eyes ultimate. If things go really south, I've got Obelisk. I've got one of my fuses and Obelisk. This could be a tough battle, but I remain fairly confident that things will go my way. So that's the one they've all ganged up on. I probably will have to heal a little bit too. I wonder why there's just sort of that faded wall there in the background. Okay, which one's it going for? Alright, the unnecessarily slow attack. And we're near... Okay. They're just picking their targets at random, it seems. Oh, I think I can actually calm down a little bit now. I might be able to do enough chip damage to win the fight. That probably wasn't the smartest move, in all fairness. I probably should have been picking on something else. Because Cosmo Queen has just healed itself and undone all my work. Probably should have picked on one of the Barrel Dragons. But we'll start doing that now. Not having these at full power is very frustrating. Oof, critical. So, what we'll do is start picking on the other one, and then I can try and nobble Cosmo Queen again. I've really got to plan this one out. I'll be able to get the Ultimate Dragon onto them next. I'll wait for you because I might... If things go south, I might need to Obelisk it. And I want a couple of options for fusing. Alright, so they're about half HP. Alright. Oh wait, that's only got fusion. So I think I'm in a safe spot. I might have to heal one of my Blue Eyes, depends on who they attack. Because unfortunately, the one they've picked on has Obelisk, so if I lose that one and I lose the ability to fuse, alright, it's lost its status gun and its super stamina. It really is stupid, but I suppose it's fair from a gameplay perspective that it does wear off after a while. Because it can be pretty troublesome to handle. Alright, we're fusing now. I hope I haven't made a stupid risk, but let's get fusing. I should be able to dish out I made a stupid risk. Oh, come on! Come on, game! No! No! Castle of Dark Illusions made its international debut and only appearance in Metal Raiders. In Japan it debuted in Booster 7 and appeared in their version of Metal Raiders as well. Now, Castle of Dark Illusions is weird. Very weird. It works with fiends in the anime and manga, but powers up zombie monsters instead in the TCG. It also had 1200 attack and 2500 defense in the manga, but had its stat values changed to effectively be the weird ones we have in the card game. Its manga stats or numbers close to them being thanks to the field power bonus, since it actually had 2509 defense in the anime. While it hasn't appeared much, all the little oddities that follow Castle of Dark Illusions certainly make it a memorable monster, and it will eventually gain the ability to blind opponents, so it can be fairly handy. Creole made its international debut in Pharaonic Guardian, only reappearing in Dark Beginning 2. In Japan, it debuted in their version of Pharaonic Guardian. Now, Creole's effect kind of sucks since it's dependent on a coin toss. Yomi's ship, from the same set, was at least guaranteed to take down the monster which destroyed it. Now, as a trade-off, Creole can hit pretty much anything your opponent controls, but it's still luck-based. As a bit of trivia, its Japanese name is effectively just Cruel, which really shows exactly how imaginative a lot of these names were. As Greg Males put it regarding King K. Rool, when the Kremling boss was included in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, maybe I should have spent more than 5 minutes coming up with his slightly rubbish name. Right, you make me rush through this. You make me work through artificial time constraints which you don't remove once I deal with the key objective. You deliberately screw over the turn order just to mess me up. Right, screw you. Screw you, Scott Irvine. You done pressed the wrong button. Yes, you can throw all your pitiful attacks against Obelisk's body. It won't do you any good. Oh well, you just sealed your fate by not healing yourself. You could have been annoying. Even more so than you already are. But now you get the slap of doom. And a critical just to prove my point, to demonstrate that all your healing is useless. God, this mission sucks. One final kick in the nuts. Just die. Oh, thank heaven they've got some more AP at least. We might actually be able to switch things around. Good God. This is the end of the line, Scott. It's time to give up! Impossible! How could you beat me? You'll pay for this. The time of reckoning is almost upon us. You'll get yours yet. Stop! Come this way. Mokuba! Is that you, big brother? Kaiba. He is still a little bit groggy, but he should be back to normal soon. Well, we've rescued Mokuba, and we've probably dealt with one of the most frustrating missions in the entire game. Nonetheless, thank you very much for joining me. Until next time, this is Red 2, returning to base.